watching Cannabis ASMR. What's going on, everyone? Thank you guys for watching another video. I just wanted to say that I truly appreciate everyone that still watches the videos, even if I haven't been as active as I usually am and would like to be. I guess it is something that I wanted to do was just kind of let you guys know that I am currently just kind of going through it emotionally. A lot of stuff going on. But I am doing my best to try and put out videos still, even if I do feel a certain way. You know, I don't want to say depression or depressed, but definitely is kind of a lot of stuff going on in life right now that I am trying to deal with and heal and grow. But all of that aside, I just wanted to thank you guys for spending the time watching the videos and commenting and being there. You guys are amazing. Fucking amazing. So, today's video, we're just gonna kind of go on a little adventure with some of my good friends from this new realm that we have created and are currently playing on. I know a lot of you guys like the Minecraft videos. Some of you don't. If you don't like them, that's okay. You don't have to watch. You just do your thing. But hey, a lot of people enjoy them, and I really enjoy Minecraft, so I figured, what the hell? You guys want it? We'll do more videos. So, before I even get into this, I will say that this realm is maybe not heavily modded, but there are quite a few mods on here. As you can tell, there's definitely a bunch of new trees and biomes. The orange and pink trees and stuff like that are not normal Minecraft trees. These are all coming from a different mod, or a couple different mods actually. I know the orange ones are coming from expansive biomes. It's a mod that adds like 20 new biomes, and along with that they kind of alter some of the older biomes that were in Minecraft before, so kind of cool, kind of cool. Who doesn't like new things to see and do, and plants and flowers and animals and whatnot? So what you're seeing here is a little elf mushroom house. The elves are supposed to be in these homes, but for some reason they're actually just out and about running around. So when you come in here, you can at least see what it looked like before it did not work all the way. But we still keep the elf mod around because there's a lot of other cool things that came with it. The first time I entered this place, I could hear a shrieker. Maybe not a shrieker, a skulk sensor. And those are going to play a big role in today's video as we are going to the ancient city. So some of you do not know what the ancient city is. I'm sure the ancient city is I guess you would call it a biome. I'm not sure if you would call it a structure, because it's kind of just a big, you know what, no, I kind of answered that myself. I think it is a structure, if you will. It's like an underground city that you can find very deep underground, very deep. We're talking like -30, -150. I'm not even sure where that last fucking comment came from. I don't know if you can even get to -150. I think I meant to say like -50. Sounds right, sounds about right. So I've got some hot coffee. As per usual, the coffee is something that I like to drink when smoking. It's kind of a hippie speedball, if you will. I know that's what people used to call it. I'm not sure if everyone calls anymore, but espresso with like some ganja, some weed. People call it the hippie speedball. So I am drinking a little espresso currently, and at the same time we're going to take a couple of little dabs. Just get nice and lit. Today we are smoking on Mother's Milk, which is a live resin. Mother's Milk. I kind of thought it was a strange strain name, to be honest, but you know what? It was a heavy sativa, and I had been looking for a sativa anyways, so I said, fuck it, let's try it. It has not been disappointing whatsoever. It has been very flavorful, very stony, and definitely gets you where you want to be, stonage-wise. So, these are some of the different cherry blossom trees, or cherry trees, I guess you'd say, not cherry blossoms, but they come in two different varieties. Some of them have a darker tree trunk wood to it, and then some of them have a birch. I think it's birch wood they used as a fill, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, there I know of maybe 3 or 4 biomes that I have not been able to locate yet. I do know that this expansive biomes added in a volcano biome, which I have thankfully been able to see. And it looks kind of insane, to be honest. There is lava, maybe not as much lava as some people would imagine. But hey, they had lava, okay? That's something. That's definitely something. So, it was a really pretty biome, too. So, we are on our way to an ancient city, and I'm just kind of stopping to see, like, different biomes that are out and about, if you will. So, kind of taking you guys on this little tour. I am not 100% sure of the name of those purple trees. I know those came in with the expansive biome mod, but I want to say they're called Jakarta trees, but I don't want to 100% say that's what they are because I don't know. So, today we're gonna take a dab out of my Puffco. Just sent that fucking dude to Mars. This weapon that I'm using actually came with a fish mod. It does like, now that I have upgraded it, enchanted it, I believe it does like 16, 17, maybe more damage. I've definitely got fire aspect, sharpness, looting, unbreaking, mending, and knockback. So, that's pretty good. I like having all those enchantments on here. Just spent like 4 or 5 hours the other day creating a villager trading hall, to the point where I can get all the enchanted books now, pretty much almost every single book, especially the ones that matter. I can get them for 1 fucking emerald. So I guess in the end, the 4 or 5 hours was worth it. A good fair trade-off. The most OP armor and weapons and stuff in the game for 1 emerald. And 4 or 5 hours of work. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing night, or just overall whatever fucking time of day it is. I hope you are having a good one. That is the sound of the Puffco telling me, hey bitch, I'm fucking ready. Load me. And load you I shall. So I'm going to get a little of this live resin on the end of my dabber. Not gonna do a lot, or a big dab if you will, because I'll probably be taking 1 or 2 So my friend just stumbled upon this igloo, and I think this igloo is actually really cool. So this igloo is like almost a little bit of lore, if you will, in Minecraft. This igloo is, I believe, signifying that they were trying to change the zombie villagers back into regular villagers. So you will find all the necessary ingredients to change that zombie that we just saw. And for that to happen, you need a splash potion of weakness, or just potion of weakness dipped arrows, which is my preferred method. Once you have hit them with the potion of weakness, you may feed them a golden apple. A golden apple. And the golden apple begins the transformation process back to a regular villager. Also, I know that, as I'm actually recording this, my friend just texted me, and I have it on silent mode. This motherfucker really gonna text up like, how dare you silence my greatness? I see you, Jumian Fu. I see you, don't you worry. I'll be back soon here, but we're gonna take this down. We're gonna have a little chill time. You see that right there? All I had to do was look that motherfucker in the eye sockets. And he slid. He slid to the other side. To be honest, that dab tasted really amazing with the coffee. I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. A little bit of that coffee aftertaste mixed in with this cannabis was indeed amazing. On another note, for some reason, I have decided to grow my beard back out. And I just wanted to say, hey, I'm pretty fucking proud of my beard right now. It's actually looking pretty kick-ass. I don't know why that randomly just popped up in my head, but you know what? It did. And we don't have a filter. You know this already if you've watched. So, yeah, it comes to mind. I say it. That's what happens. That's what we're doing here. So this is another add-on to the biome. This is not a normal swamp. Swamps don't normally generate this fucking awesome. But you know what? With the expansive biomes mod, it fucking does. And I'm gonna drink a little night potion. It just randomly started raining hella hard outside. There was no rain forecasted for at least a week. Welcome to fucking California. Honestly, me and the homie had to just take a moment and recognize how fucking awesome this swamp looked. Like, I feel like if you've never been in a swamp, this will give you that swamp experience. It's actually fucking pouring outside. Like, I feel like you guys may not be able to hear it, but it's raining so hard right now. And I think that's pretty fucking cool, because I love the rain. I prefer the wet weather. Some people think it's amazing on a sunny day, and I think it looks like hell. I'm not sure if that's because I just prefer the rain and cold and weather like that, but I can enjoy a day of sun after I've had like 6 or 7 days, nothing but rain, dreary weather. I don't care. It's my thing. It's always been my thing. And I don't think it'll ever change. I just prefer that. I just do. I know a lot of people do. Planning on moving to place to live, in my opinion. Um, so, this is a really cool little redwood forest. So this is a whole new tree type that's been added in because of the expansive biomes. Um, and I think it's definitely weird because look how big this one redwood is. And if you've never had the chance to experience the size of a redwood tree, this won't mean that much to you. You will look at this and not have a second thought. But I have been to and experienced the redwood forests in California, some of the oldest trees on Earth. I think one of the oldest trees, like actually in the record books, is in the forest. I mean, there's a fucking redwood tree so big that you can drive through its trunk with your car. Yeah. So, I think it was especially awesome to see the redwood trees here like this. They did the redwood trees a solid when they made that humongous ass redwood right there. So me and my friend who both live in California could 100% look at that and go, they did that right. They did not drop the bag when it came to that. So, pretty ecstatic and excited about that. On another note, I just wanted to take a moment to say, you are fucking amazing. And I know that we try and say that on every video, and maybe to some people it doesn't mean anything, but I wholeheartedly mean it when I tell you that you are an amazing human being, and there is not one human being on this earth that is exactly like you, and that is what makes you rare. I think calling people rare needs to be normalized a lot more, and I mean it wholeheartedly. That every human being is rare. It doesn't necessarily mean even bad human beings aren't rare. Every human is rare because not every human being is going to have your exact thoughts, ideas, creativity, skill set, and personality traits, character traits. So, if no one has told you in a while, or if no one has in your life ever just really stopped and said, hey, you are fucking amazing, let that moment be right now. Let that moment be right the fuck now. You are fucking amazing. And I don't want to freak you out, but for some reason I'm holding a pair of scissors while I said that. I don't know why. I saw them. I have to fidget with things sometimes. I picked it up. Just take the fucking compliment, okay? You're amazing. You're an amazing human being. The world is a greater place because you are here. And on that note, I will take a sip of coffee. I might be a little too stoned. But you know what? That's what happens when you take such a long tolerance break. Alright, so this is about the part of the game where I start to get quieter. I definitely perk up a little bit in my chair, stand up a little more straight, because we are searching for the ancient city. And if you know what the ancient city is, then you will understand the moment we are in right now. We are looking to get some loot from the ancient city itself. I'm not saying it's a suicide mission. However, I have not brought anything with me that I am not going to be hardly sad about at all. I will hardly not be sad at all. 100%. Whatever that means to you. If I lose it. And I will lose it, possibly, most likely. there's a probability of it happening, for sure. It could happen. It may happen. It probably will happen. Either way, when you go looking for trouble, more than likely, you can find it. So, I've already cleaned out the dab, and also, here's kind of like a public announcement to my fellow partakers, enthusiasts, hobbyists, cultists who enjoy marijuana. Please do it with diligence. I know that sounds weird, but like, don't be dirty. Don't be so messy or sloppy or carefree about things. I feel like a lot of stoners, and I just actually fucking cringed, actually, in my chair using the word, because I hate the word stoners, stoner, just, I don't like it. I think it gives me flashbacks of, like, an older generation of people who, are feeding into the disgusting stereotypes that you can fall into when consuming, enjoying, and thriving with cannabis. On this channel, I've always tried to preserve a better view of someone who can smoke and partake of cannabis. There's too many bad stigmas that we are lazy, don't get shit done, and don't rock this world. And bitch, we are getting shit done, and we are fucking rocking this world, motherfucker. That's what we're doing here. So, that's my little shout out to other people that are partaking in cannabis. Do something awesome, do something amazing, and just keep it pushing, keep moving forward. You guys are awesome. Every one of you guys are awesome, even if you do not smoke. Okay, let's make that clear right the fuck now. Okay, and looks like I'm currently throwing ender chess and sharing my potions with the homies. With the people that I spend a lot of time with. These amazing people. We actually played with a guy that didn't want to consider us friends, even though I probably spent more hours with him than I did really a lot of other people, because I would stay up super fucking late with this guy. And I dare not say his name, honestly. I think the people that are watching that know will know, but I dare not speak his name. And not because this motherfucker is Lord Voldemort. I just don't even want to put that energy into the air for me, to be honest. But, anyways, these are my friends, and I'm glad to have met them. They actually helped me out a really shit ton, and they don't even know it. Just going through that whole health crisis that I just came out of, and I'm still kind of going through here and there. Just wanted to give a shout out to those amazing people. You guys are beautiful souls, and I appreciate you 100,000%. So, what you're looking at is skulk vein. It is a type of growth that comes off of these skulk blocks, skulk catalysts, skulk shriekers, skulk sensors. And those are actually pretty much all of the skulk block or skulk items, I guess you'd say. I know they're coming out with a new one in the new update called a calibrated skulk sensor. And pretty much it's going to be something that you can control redstone with using a frequency. So, for instance, I just dropped on the ground. We'll say that was like frequency 5. You can control a sensor to control redstone, which is like electricity in the game, using a very certain sound that you have chosen and wrote down into a book. It's kind of cool. It's kind of crazy. We'll talk about it more when it comes out. But this is the secret underground city in the ancient city, which there's not really much here. Maybe I missed something, but I pretty much just ended up taking a bunch of these fucking lamps and calling it. I don't really remember if there was really good loot in here, but I didn't see a chest or anything, so missed some cool stuff in here? I don't know. And if I did, will you let me know in the comment section so that I do know for future references and for future trips. I don't know why I figured if I smacked the target block that maybe something would cool, would happen. But nothing cool happened. Not at all. So, not too worried about that. Just gonna take that with me. Gonna take that with me right there as well. Whew. I think it's time for another dab, to be honest. I actually have to get working on a couple videos here soon that my patrons have requested, so just wanted to give a big shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you all 1,000,000%. I think every time I've said I've appreciated a group of people, I'm going up in percentages of appreciation, and I'm not sure why. I don't want you to be offended if I said I appreciate you 100% in the beginning of this video compared to this 100,000,000,000%. That's because I am stoned. Okay, so things are moving. There is a great deal of moving parts happening. So pretty much what I'm doing right now is, and for the lack of a better way of putting this, I am being stupid. With the ancient city, you're supposed to be using wall blocks and being quiet and sneaking around. And as you can tell, I'm actually being as silent and sly as the Beverly Hills Ninja, and that's not very quiet, slick, or sly at all. I kind of already went in this adventure saying, I'm probably going to die in this. And as you can see right there, I have just activated, I believe, the Warden. So, a disgusting giant creature has just ripped out of the ground somewhere over there and is actively sniffing the air for me. Is actively running after me to hunt me down and kill me. And this is why I am throwing the chest on the ground and throwing things into the ender chests that are very important to me. Oh, actually, never mind, but I will be in a second. I was honestly worried about this dab. That's my bad. Fuck. I just want to say that at this moment there are probably like fucking 3 wardens running around already. As my friend is flying around the ancient city, letting off fireworks with his elytra. Yes, a firework could be loud, I imagine. So I'm guessing that they were hearing him as he flies around. It would explain that at one point I was hearing multiple wardens in the area. I'm not even sure if I included it in the video, but me and my friend actually killed a warden that was chasing our other friend. Pretty fucking cool if you ask me. I wish you could get a warden head, because I would fucking hang that thing up somewhere. He only drops a skulk catalyst, so it's the block, if you will, that can help you summon skulk on the surface, and you can use it as an XP farm type thing. Okay, so right there, that was the warden that I just so lovingly shot in the fucking face. 'Cause fuck you, warden. I don't know why, but I almost just had the urge to sing the Fuck You Thunder song from Ted. And if you know what that song is, then in your head you just sang Fuck You Thunder, you can suck my dick, okay? And that's okay. And that's alright. Because I was thinking it too. And if you weren't thinking that and you don't know what that is, I apologize and carry on. So once the darkness leaves you, which it just did, it means I am now far enough away from the warden that is actively hunting me. And now I'm not, because there are more than probably 3 wardens, probably 4 or 5 at this point, I remember. If I remember correctly. And that's why you'll see me doing this quick little ender chest dump off. I gotta find out which one is more is getting taken home with me if the warden throws my lifeless body to the ground. So I'm just gonna clean up the outside of the dab right now. And in the cleaning in the chamber, if you will. Honestly, I'm so stoned that I'm messing up, okay, on my vocabulary right now. I don't smoke as much since I got sick. The infamous fireworks chest that gets left here actually after I'm done shooting the video. Rest in peace, fireworks chest. Maybe I'll find you someday. If this had been a planned out and thought it out run, we would be hovering off the ground like 5 blocks using wool block. So the wool block is soundproof or soundless. I'm not even sure if either of those things are correct words or the usage of them, but either way, it blocks the sound from other creatures hearing it and then releasing the warden, which at this point there are easily 4 to 5 warden around. I'm just fucking running for my life going, that's wool right there actually. Just by the way, that stuff I just walked by was generated wool so that a player could find it and make the assumption after connecting the dots that the wool was somewhat useful down here. One of the best loots, and I will be the first to say the loot in the ancient city is kind of hot garbage if you already have diamond armor, because diamond armor is apparent down here. I will say that the only really useful thing is Swift Sneak, which I love me some fucking Swift Sneak. I think anyone who has Swift Sneak or had Swift Sneak as an enchantment book on your fucking pants, you can say without a doubt that it's one of your favorite enchantments. You can crouch and practically still walk as fast as you walk without crouching with that shit on. And I think right here I'm about to score some Swift Sneak, I think, possibly. I don't really know. That's a Skull Catalyst. That's the block that summons him. Blast Protection 2. Bullshit. That's just trash. That's fucking trash. Blast Protection 2. Blast Protection 2. I could say that like 10 times over and it would still be sickening to me. Blast Protection 2. Fuck off, mate. Nobody needs Blast Protection 2. The fuck is that bullshit? Totally missed that jump because I'm a Major League gamer. You guys already know that though. MLG game. Let's go, baby. So as okay. There's a warden right the fuck there. And you know what? I'm gonna miss my first arrow. Go fuck yourself, warden. Okay, go fuck yourself. Now, I have somewhat done this technique before. It's called the scared shitless running, and it works like 2 out of 10 times. Okay, so it's got a pretty low chance of working. The probability is not high, but I have 100%, no lie, been able to raid at least 2 ancient cities using this technique and getting out with a lot of good stuff. So that pretty much means you have to wait until you can access an ender chest, which is, created by having to kill blaze rods and get blaze powder, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff that you have to do to get this at this point in life. So once I get that, then I can go suicide run here. Did I even clean the dab? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty fucking stoned, but I did. There's a single piece of granite right now taking up an inventory spot. What a piece of shit. That granite. Gotta have another right over. Sure, I'm gonna break that. No, that was a Skulk Shrieker. A Skulk Shrieker is the thing that actually summons the block that summons the warden. That was kind of a mouthful, to be honest. Someone's already raided this, honestly, probably me. And I didn't put torches down like I normally would to mark that I have come there and done my thing. But yeah, I believe there is a warden nearby. So that makes it actually all that more comedic that I am loading crossbow with no enchantments on it that I just found randomly on my way down here. Because it's probably doing a half of a half of a half of a heart of damage to that warden. So, I'm not going to do the math for you, but a half of a half of a half of a half of a heart is not really much damage at all. Okay, there's my homie, and she's going to duck down there, and she's doing her thing. And, you know what? The warden is right down there. You must fear the warden. Fear the warden. And yeah, you must fear the warden. That's pretty much that. If you don't fear the warden, you must fear the warden. And if you don't fear the warden, you will find out. So, now that I'm properly stoned, I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are all so fucking amazing, and I'll be putting out a